Ooga booga booga.
I knew it was going to happen.
He couldn't resist. You should have got real close to the. Yeah, real close to Hey, welcome to Live Coding Happy Hour for this rather unusual episode. We've got a whole troop, as you can see around the screen, for a very special occasion. Normally, we would be going through showing you something about the platform, how we implement something, code something, build something. But this is our ultimate episode for the San Diego season. As you can see just above Phil's head, he gets to point to it this time. Left arm.
There it goes.
Right in my eye. Yeah.
The last part of our San Diego season content. If you want to find all of the San Diego content, you can go to devlink.sn/San Diego. Psst, Earl.
I'm getting there.
Wow. Well-oiled machine today. But that's okay. We got something new today. And as part of our celebration, we are going to, well, I'm going to let Earl introduce to what we're doing. But first, let's go around starting, we'll go clockwise. So starting this way. We'll do
Hi, everyone. I'm Earl. I am what's left after Brad has been obliterated in a fire and rise from the ashes. Go ahead, Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Swan. I'm a managing consultant working at Rangu, been Dev MVP for a couple of years, and here to wish Brad all the best and say thank you and cry on screen.
Ishan.
All right. So, hello everyone. I'm Chan. I'm a senior technical consultant working with Third Era. So, also a Dev MVP and proud to be a part of this show today. And wishing farewell to Brad. Thank you.
And I am Brad Tilton. I am a former developer advocate, and now I am a senior principal outbound product manager for the Next Experience team, which is more of a mouthful than developer advocate. But yeah.
All right, I'll go next. My name is Pranav. I'm a senior software engineer at Nike. I'm here to wish Brad a good luck, and definitely we'll see Brad. It's a bittersweet ending, but yeah, we'll miss you, Brad.
Hey, it's me, Ashutosh. I work as a certified technical architect with Nationale Nederlanden, where knowledge is happening. And finally, I'm getting a chance to meet Brad in person also. Then I can give farewell to him in person as well. But it's
I'm still here, though.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sad to see you go, but yes, thanks for whatever you did, Brad, for us. And we will not leave you around. We will come to you always.
Next is me. So my name is Dhruv Gupta, developer MVP, work at Accenture UKI. And Brad, thank you very much. But Phil, we are not gonna cry on screen for sure. We are happy that we are still connected to Brad.
I've got my tissues right here. Oh, I shouldn't be advertising. My name is Chuck Tomasi, Senior Developer Advocate at ServiceNow, and it's my pleasure to be on this episode with Brad as we bid him farewell on the next chapter of his ServiceNow career. He's not going anywhere. He's still staying with the company, thank goodness. Okay, in the tradition of Live Coding Happy Hour, our next task is to introduce our beverages. So, same order, Earl.
Since it's a special occasion season finale episode for San Diego content, I busted out my favorite from the season, and it is Lee's concentrated coffee spiked with Bacardi rum.
Do you have the bottle of Bacardi on your desk right now? All right. I just want to know what kind of Earl we're going to get an hour from now. So you've got the bottle. We're good. No.
No? Okay. I have to pace myself. I have to drive right after this.
Phil, what have you got?
It's a new one for me. I've not had this before. It's an Arbor Massive Azak. It's a New England Pale Ale brewed with Azacca, Citra, and Eldorado hops. So it's a 5.4. Good luck.
All right. So it's quite early morning for me here. I've got a coffee, to keep me going and starting the day. Thank you.
Very good.
I broke out, I think, my favorite beer for this episode. It is the Dogfish Head Barrel Aged Worldwide Stout. I don't know if you can read that, but it is it's 17.2. So see how this episode goes.
For me, it's hot water with lemon and honey.
Smart man. You're driving. Pranav, what do you got?
So it's like night time for me, so I just got a protein shake. Like I'm just going to hit gym after this, so I'll have a protein shake before starting.
Whoever heard of a healthy developer? I don't know. You do your thing, buddy. Drew, what do you got?
Do you want to make a guess?
Coke.
It's a Coke.
There it is.
Drew and Coke.
We're not allowed to say whether or not they're a customer. I have mystery beer.
Oh.
Actually, I know what it is because the label fell off, and then I put it on my Brew Ops glass. I am having. Oh, check it out! You can see right through the label. Woo! It's a Kona Big Wave Golden Ale, and like Earl, I'm adding something a little harder. We're gonna have a tequila chaser.
Ooh. Special occasion check.
That'll be, it is a special occasion. All right, over to you, Earl. What are we doing today?
All right, so the first thing we're going to do before we get into the farewell, we're going to play a little game. We're going to play, I don't have a song or anything, but we're going to basically play Are You Smarter Than an MVP? We have a bunch of questions lined up, and we're going to see how well our audience does compared to our MVPs and our MVPs against each other. It's basically a San Diego trivia quest. So if you are in the audience, and all of our MVPs, we want everyone to participate. So first, please don't make any purchasing decisions based off of anything that you see today.
No photography and no recording.
But go out and play along. Everyone go to devlink.sn/San Diego trivia to get started. There's no way to jump ahead and answer the questions because you have to wait for the questions to appear on screen here so that you know what to answer. And if any of you submits too early, I'll be able to see that you're just picking.
Yeah, don't shout it out in the chat. We want to make this fun for everybody.
Yeah, no one says their answers. It's fair game if you want to trick people into picking the wrong answer. That's okay.
You're allowed to suggest things that aren't on the list.
Yeah, sure. All of the questions that pertain to San Diego in some fashion. So if you haven't been watching, good luck. And we're going to jump right into it. So the first question is, what was the date of the Tech Now episode introducing the San Diego features? So on the form, pick answer A for January 25th, answer B for February 1st, answer C for February 2nd, answer D for February 3rd. And how much time should I give to each person?
I thought you were going to do answers at the end.
Give like 30 seconds per question, I think.
So everyone's answering it, and then we won't reveal the answers until the end of the show. We're not going to do it question by question.
Ooh, can you post the link in the chat? I think that might be helpful.
Yeah, I'll put it on the screen.
And then we have a question that says, does this count for certs? I think absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Well, you'll be
Yeah.
certified at the end of this, all right?
100%.
Certified something.
If you send your mailing address to brad.tilton@servicenow.com, he'll go ahead and make sure you get your certification and your swag bag. So
Yep.
make sure to send him as much information as you can. And apparently
sure to
nothing will
remind
happen
him
on
every
it
day.
until he gives it to somebody else to do.
Yep. I'll add that to my transition doc, Earl.
Yeah, no problem. All right, question number 2. Which of the following is not a new San Diego feature of Flow Designer? Answer A, try. Answer B, flow diagramming. Answer C, flow templates. Or D, error handler. Thank you for the person that went by the name of No for answering all of your questions already.
Roll back. That's not in Flow Designer.
Mark wants
Run
to know, can you
script.
ever really stop being a dev advocate?
No, Mark, I don't think I can. I've already tried to push dev advocacy into my new role. So,
All right, we're going to fly through these questions. Question 3. In San Diego, ATF now includes which new feature to pause a test at any step? Some of these questions are, you should be able to infer the correct answer.
Is it breakpoint? Take a drink?
I
You're
think.
supposed to take a drink anytime you mention that podcast.
All right, let's everyone drink. Everyone.
is that a podcast? I don't.
Oh, shoot.
Ouch.
I've only been on it like 6 times, but
Test
Speaking of
results or none of the above.
Speaking of breakpoint, there are we now upload those episodes to our YouTube channel for if you want to have something to look at while you're listening, or if you want to be able to read the transcription while listening.
Yeah, Earl went the extra mile on this last episode that came out Wednesday. It's got full captions, which is great for the hearing impaired. Or if you just want to have it playing in the background, you can go to YouTube as well.
Sweet. Next question. Question 4. In order to debug an ATF test, which new UI action button has been added? A, run test. B, debug test. C, add/remove breakpoint. And D, step over.
Delete. I can delete I can debug by deleting things. Isn't that
Also,
the way
if I
you
didn't
go? When you
mention, don't cheat, please. No cheating.
When you've got some code that doesn't work, don't you comment it out? You take it out, and that's how you get it working again.
there's no such thing as cheating. If you want to Google it and you can do it in the time allotted, that is.
I was going to
That's
say,
just
is
part of the
it
deal.
open book? or
Yeah,
not?
it's like the CSA Delta exam.
Yeah.
Download the PDF and search that thing.
If every time you cheat, another one of Brad's stock options gets ripped away from him.
Well, he's losing a little less today than he did yesterday.
Question 5. Which San Diego feature allows you to run an order guide in a prescribed flow? A, Flow Designer. B, Integration Hub Import. C, Catalog Order Guide Sequencing. Or D, Service Catalog.
Or E, a hack that we all built at one time in our lives.
Yeah, straight up. Raise your hand if you've ever had to do this yourself. Yeah. 6 out of 8. Yeah, that's about
In
right.
the old workflow.
It was
True.
Yeah,
horrible
that's almost all of us, yeah. All right, question 6. Catalog order guide sequencing uses which existing platform technology to manage the order of execution? A, execution plans. B, flow designer. C, process automation designer. And D, workflow.
E, order guides.
I should have been trying to take. I don't know the answer key. I forgot to take the test alongside everybody.
Well, I wrote these. I better know the answers. But then again, I've been drinking. I already forgot question 1.
All right, question
Lisa,
7.
question 1 was, what was the date of the Tech Now episode that introduced the San Diego features? Was it January 25th, February 1st, February 2nd, or February 3rd? That's what I just said.
So there's some bad news. There's no question.
Yeah,
7.
question 7.
Is there really no?
Well, then We should have had 20. Earl, you numbered them. There's no 7?
There's no 7 in the
No.
Google form. It goes from 6 to 8.
Oh, in the Google form.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
7's a trick question.
Yeah. What is
Everybody gets
7?
it wrong.
Oh, this is gonna make the score results really wild.
It was commented out.
All right, skip question 7. We'll figure out what to do with that in a second.
Good, because question 7, actually, that one was up for debate. I've heard different numbers.
Oh,
The answer that I had put, that I had heard in the TOIs way back when, it was a different number than what I heard in a video yesterday.
So what's the right answer?
What I heard in the TOI was 85%, and what I heard yesterday was 90.
Oh,
sounds
And
like
they didn't do
somebody
any
needs to
development on
go.
San Diego between those 2 dates.
Somebody needs to go count mobile app configuration items.
I think they're getting a little too markety on me. So that's a good one to throw away if we have to throw away one. It was actually 85% is what I'm going by. But anyway. Which of the following integration types? Soap.
yeah.
Soap
Chuck, can
is
you read the
new.
questions? I want to make sure the answer key is right now.
Okay. Is it data sources, REST, JDBC, or Excel files? Which was added, which is new to Integration Hub import?
Robots.
Eyes on your own paper. Everybody had a teacher like that.
What's the pass mark here?
What's the
The
path?
more you beat the others.
We don't have the curve until it's done.
Keep going, Chuck.
OpenID Connect Ed, which authentication service for single sign-on? Is it Google, Apple, Facebook, or Twitter? We covered that on a live code and a blog. Hope people were watching or reading. You can now use this particular service as a way to log into portals or your instance. Yeah, John just noticed that the form skips from 7. Yep, we know.
That's my bad.
There are some rather tricky ones in here.
7.
Try not to make it. Didn't want to make it too easy. Didn't want to make it too hard, but they're not in any particular order of difficulty either.
Question 10.
Lisa says, you should discount my score. I've delivered this presentation twice. Oh, there's one in here that you did not deliver. I'll promise you that. Question 10. Which new San Diego feature enables you to automate applications that have no direct APIs? Is it Integration Hub Import, App Engine Studio, RPA Hub, or API Hub? You know what? We should all have a drink of our IPA Hub. Mm.
Haha.
Sam says, here's where I realize I have to rewatch all the LCHH San Diego and Creator Toolbox.
That's the goal. We got to get those view count numbers up.
You didn't know there was a test at the end. We call it trivia.
Yeah. Like and subscribe.
One
Share
final
as well.
plug. We suck at doing that plug, but Brad's going to make sure we get one in this time.
Yeah, one person is going to subscribe. That's my legacy.
All right, next one.
Oh yeah.
Wake up, Earl. Now Experience has officially been rebranded and renamed as Polaris, UI 22, Next Experience, or yet another UI.
I should get this one right.
You get it wrong, you don't have a job tomorrow. don't want to get this one
UI
wrong, Brad.
17, no? UI 17.
Why would you brand something that's 5 years ago?
It's an increment on the UI 16.
Not another UI, Lisa says.
Not another. Actually, NAUI is an initialism for the National Association of Underwater Instructors too. Which demo account user set up a Twitter account in December 2021? Was it Beth Anglin, Fred Luddy, Joe Employee, or Abel Cooter? This is really not San Diego, but close enough. See, Lisa, I'll bet you can cover that.
Tricky question.
It was talked about on stream though.
Twitter was on fire with all dev people, all ServiceNow people that day.
And this person did mention San Diego a few times. Which new ATF feature allows you to examine records after the last step is complete, but before the test is finalized? Is it pause before rollback? Breakpoints? Take a drink. Headless ATF or none of the above? I thought it was Control C. That's how I stopped my test. Oh, he jumps right to 14. Which feature of App Engine Studio enables you to create new templates? Is it Template Builder, Template Designer, Template Authoring, or Template Studio?
This is confusing, man.
Well, that's because we use those names way too much. Template.
It's like that meme going on, the Spider-Man meme. Every Spider-Man.
Template.do.
What, where they take the hat off? Is it that one, Pranav? No, that's Scooby-Doo, isn't it?
That one, right? Where
Oh, yeah.
They're pointing.
Scooby-Doo, they take the hat off. Like, who did that bug?
Mr. Griswold.
You pesky kids.
Question 15. Which of the following can you do in the new form builder? Reference qualifiers, dot walking, embedded lists, all of the above. That sounds like a trick question.
Maybe it is.
Form Builder is great. I love it.
I do too.
Offer that.
I wish you could use it outside of AES.
It's a question for somebody else.
Brad's like, that's not my job.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Experience? What?
Am I going too fast? Is this good timing?
I don't think so. I think it's good timing.
You're good.
Who was the guest product manager on Creator Toolbox and Breakpoint to discuss Decision Builder? Now, this is if you're paying attention.
Ooh.
Was it Julia Perlis,
You got to take a
Ryan
drink.
Bimschlager, Kylan Fallenweider, or Ashley Snyder?
You've got to take a drink, though, because you said breakpoint.
What? Oh.
Bonus.
Ooh.
What are the products the other ones are responsible for?
No. Okay, one of them
Get it.
did Flow Designer. One of them did UI Builder. One of them did
AES.
AES. Yeah. I was trying to remember if that's the one.
Yeah.
But we're looking for the one that was talking about Decision Builder.
We have some awesome inbound and outbound PMs that help us out.
Yes. Question 17. This UI Builder pseudo component allows you to do a single data read and place the same component multiple times. Is it for each, repeater, numerator, or terminator? I couldn't resist.
I mean,
Just kind of got into a roll on the answers. Denominator would have come next, but Question 18. Developer experience is improved and human error reduced with this handy way of managing JSON in the UI builder. Brad better get these last two right also. Is it name value pairs, complex objects, JSON builder, or JSON editor?
The backstory for this one is this functionality exists because someone was on Live Coding Happy Hour and saw us trying to use JSON in UI Builder and saw how difficult it was and had the engineering team build this thing, which was pretty cool.
Are they going to build they're saying we're struggling with these questions. Can they help with that?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Was that Chris? Does he need a shout out? Because
it is Chris. Yeah. I talked to him earlier today. Yeah.
Lisa said, I haven't been on Breakpoint yet. Oh, take a drink. She just wanted us to drink.
Oh. Get Lisa on Breakpoint.
We'll get her there. We'll get her
happen.
We'll get her there.
She did do a video on Decision Builder, though, which was really good.
Question 19. When an ATF test is paused for a breakpoint, take a drink.
Oh my gosh.
Or before rollback. I did not plan to turn this into a drinking game. How much time do you have before the system automatically continues running the test? Is it 30 seconds, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, or it won't? It's just unlimited. You're just going to sit there waiting.
All right, and before we move on to the last question, once you answer it, go ahead and submit it because we'll go. Tiebreaker is speed of response.
Ooh.
Well, no, we can't do that because MVPs are going to hear the question first.
People.
Yeah,
and the people here haven't. The people online have an unfair advantage.
Right. Well, and the last question.
What is the system property to switch from UI 16 to Next Experience? There, free answer to a previous question. Is it glide.ui.polaris.menus? If you were watching the TIL channel, you know about that one. And yours truly. Glide.ui.polaris.experience, glide.ui.polaris.active, or glide.ui.polaris.enabled?
I have no idea what the answer to this is, and this is my product, so don't feel bad, anyone.
Menus, experience, active, enabled.
There is one bad news. Like, I don't know how I am still at question number 19. Fuck. School exams.
Uh-oh. Did you skip 7?
I think
you
so.
should have skipped 4.
I don't know.
Oh, no. If all of his answers are off by 1, that makes a big difference.
I think the same happened to me as well. I'm not really sure. Let's see.
Mark Scott, I'm not reading your comment. I've had enough beer for the last 10 minutes. Phil's got 20% confidence. You sound like the NLU pattern thing. How much confidence do you have?
I only have 10 responses, and there's at least 9 of us here. What's going on?
And there's 20 people online.
People are Googling.
There's 20 people
Oh.
Wow, that was fun.
Oh, come on, MVPs. You are getting beat by someone in the audience right now.
Oh, dear.
Ouch.
Brad,
I
how
was
do you
expecting
propose
that
to share the results?
I'm going to share them.
Okay. The images down the left side of the screen make it look like a film script.
It's weird. It's been weird the whole time. It continues to be odd.
I love it.
One of these things is
That's,
not like the other.
I think so. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the scores and I'm gonna tabulate them into the PowerPoint, and then we'll come back to the PowerPoint. Do we want to switch over to talking about the man of the hour?
Sure. Let's share your favorite Brad memory.
So I want to actually go first because set the stage for it all. So Earlier I didn't really introduce myself. I made a joke, but most people know I'm Earl Duque. I am a developer advocate. I'm the newest developer advocate. Soon to not be the newest developer advocate once we backfill Brad's position.
That's right.
But I came from nonprofit higher education, kind of like I did a lot of stuff within the UC. I did a lot of stuff within my past few positions, and I had the capacity to start reaching out to the community and start building stuff for the community, building stuff for fun. And then suddenly I was in this position. I went from like a small team, small university, or not small university, but nonprofit. All of a sudden I'm in service now. Big company. My head's spinning, trying to figure out what to do, trying to figure all that out. And Brad was my like. It sounds corny, but Brad was like a rock in a hard storm for me, and was a very steady person for me to always let me ask questions. And when I think of a person that does dev advocacy and a person that actually builds relationship, it's hard for me to think of that as myself, because I'm more of the personality of I'm an extrovert. I talk to masses of people and stuff like that, but Brad talks to the individual, and I learned that very quickly from him, and I learned that very deeply from him. And as people were talking about like, oh, your team build and stuff like that, and I always reference Brad as like my older brother now, and he's become that for me, and I really appreciate about that for him, and why it's important for me to tell people watching the show, because we're live coding happy hour. This is developer advocacy. Like, what does this have to do with anything? It has everything to do with it, because if we are not simply relationship builders, then I don't think we're doing advocacy correctly. And so if Brad has helped me learn about that, then I want to make sure I'm embodying that as we move forward from having Brad on our team. And I think his impact is going to be lasting here because of those kind of lessons that he's taught myself and others. And I want to say I appreciate you, Brad, and yeah, I really appreciate you. And I'm going to stop talking now. Let somebody else go.
Thanks, Earl.
So, are we going clockwise or
We can be done. It's fine.
Earl has to go tabulate the numbers.
Or does Brad have to reply to every?
No, don't make him
No.
reply to everything.
I'll give Brad a shout out, because Brad for me was one of the people that really encouraged me into being part of the MVP community, I would say, because I was just randomly floating around in the community. Kind of, the community of ServiceNow has always been something that is very very accepting of all different people. If you go onto the actual ServiceNow community forums, you can always get help. You'll see people. If you need help, you get help. And I just started doing some stuff on YouTube. And I remember like Brad and AJB just turned up on my stream one day, and I was like, what the hell? What? Brad's on my stream. And then actually Brad came on my stream, and thanks for that, Brad. That was really nice. And I remember I got some feedback from somebody because I brought Brad on, and for me, like, Brad is such a legend. I didn't even introduce him or ask him to introduce himself. I was just like, Brad's here, and we just cracked on with UI Builder. And someone said to me, you didn't, like, who's Brad? I was like, what do you mean, who's Brad? What do you mean? You can't ask who's Brad. It's Brad Tilton. So, Brad is a legend in the game, and he has always been an advocate for the developer community. From my perspective, very supportive. He always gets DMs from me asking questions about next experience, and I'm very happy that his next role allows me to formally ask him questions about that stuff, and he's done an amazing job to really kind of enable everybody with the next experience. So it's a perfect fit, and thanks, Brad.
Yep. Thanks.
So, like the first interaction I think I remember with Brad like at a personal level. I know Brad has been there in the community, helping everyone. So I think the first interaction, I was signing up as an organizer for developer meetups, and I need to get my access sorted. So that's when it was the first time. I'm not sure if Brad remembers that, but the team contacted Brad. I'll get in touch with Brad, and that's how I interacted with Brad the first time. And since the the 2022 MVP cohort, it's been a short journey, but it's been great. And I know Brad, you're still there, so I can still reach you out for next experience, UI builder, and everything. So thank you for everything.
It's me. Um, I will go in 2016 or 2017 when MVRS was, launched. So that was the first time when I read the name Brad Tilton, because it was his article, which is, I think, having millions of views now already.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, that one article has a ton of views. Yeah.
So my first interaction with the name Brad was there. So I actually used that article till the date. And that is the article which is in the bookmark now also. So that was the first interaction with the name. But when we interacted with you in person was during Dev MVP program. So that was my first interaction with you. The great part is you are always available for everyone to help, because I think I'm asking you all those silly questions about the photos, about the swags, about everything what I can ask and grab from you. Um, and then the exciting part was our podcast, where me and Dhruv actually came to know many things about you, and we felt more motivated. And thanks for that. And I think you will not get away from me, at least. I will keep coming because I'm a big fan of UI Builder. I'm doing that, so I know whom to contact. That's Brad. So yes. Um, First to mention swag, yes, because I have asked him many questions also around that, maybe. So yeah, but he never got frustrated with it. He's very humble, I should say that, and he never gave some weird answers. So that's the best part to learn from you, I think.
Thanks.
All right, so I'll go next. And for my first interaction was with Brad. Was Brad even didn't know about me? Like this, some random dude was asking some question on community, and I was talking about with Chuck also when I joined ServiceNow community. Brad, Chuck, these guys were like on top, like kind of celebrity of ServiceNow community. So I joined, and when these guys used to answer, right? So I was like, I was not caring about the solution. What they, I was thinking how to reply them with either with a thank you, Brad, or with a smiley or whatsoever. So that was kind of my first interaction with Brad, and it was like I was always following him around on community, and as Ashutosh already mentioned about a lot of articles. So wherever I go, like there was a place where I'll find Brad's answer. So thank you very much for what you have done for us in the community as well as the dev program, and we'll definitely miss you here. But yeah, I know, but you will stay in connect. So thank you very much again, Brad.
Okay, I'll go next, Brad. Firstly, thank you. Your encouragement, advice, content have led me to places where I never thought I would go. Not only you have been a fantastic mentor to me, but you have taught me how to mentor other people as well. So thank you for always being there for me. And you're not getting any release from my annoying questions. And I remember the first interaction, I think, as every other developer would be through community, but my first, if I could recollect correctly, was around our Mavericks group where we were trying to make Mavericks official or something like that. But yeah, that was fun. I mean, at that point, I was not that much focused about taking Mavericks to that level or something. but I was excited that I'm going to speak with you on video and all. So that was my first interaction. But yeah, you have been always supportive and everything, man. And as I mentioned, you're not gonna get a release from my annoying questions for sure. And now, Ashutosh, not only the you have one contact, now I have two contacts. One is Ashley and one is Brad. If there's anything on UI Builder, I'm just gonna ping these guys. So once again, thank you, Brad, for everything.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people know the story about how Brad and I met. I think it was about 2010. We were sharing a prison cell. I'm just kidding. I was waiting to see if Drew would spit out his coke through his nose.
Good times.
What was that, man?
Good times.
Almost. My new keyboard would have.
No, until Brad joined the team, we were kind of just adjacently interacting with each other, both before he came to ServiceNow and after. So it was a real treat to get a chance to work with you for the last couple of years, and build not just software stuff, but build the community as well. So it's been a real blast, and look forward to seeing what you do and how UI Builder becomes even better with your help. And over to Earl for his talents.
Wait, I get to say some stuff now, right?
Yeah, okay.
Before we go, now come on, put me back in the view. I don't want to be the only one up there. I have a few things. So one of them to Earl. I think you were like 2 weeks into the job when I was like, Earl is going to be better at this job than I will ever hope to be. And that's true. You're awesome at it. And Chuck, like, you're incredible. Like, you're the same person on all forms of everything. So talking to you one-on-one on a Zoom, you being on some sort of video, like, you're the same person, and it's awesome. And you've been a pleasure to work with. So y'all are awesome. Dev MVPs has been the highlight of my developer advocacy. I have loved running the Dev MVP program. We have a really incredible developer community. I think we're pretty unique in that a lot of companies, like, they're really pursuing all of these people to try to get them to be excited about their products. And we just, like, inherently, like, people are excited to build stuff on ServiceNow. And, part of that is ServiceNow, but we have this really incredible developer community that has really been an honor to serve. And that's like a real, like, I really feel like that serving the developer community has been really incredible. And almost every single experience I've had with ServiceNow developers has been a really positive experience. And it is not something that's going to end. I posted something on LinkedIn, and I forget who it was that commented, and I thought, one of, like, my job is changing in that I'm focused on next experience, but I still plan to be an advocate for ServiceNow developers in the next experience space. I've been doing one-on-ones with our inbound product management team, like this week and next week and then in future weeks. And one of the things that I want to do is set up better, communication and feedback from developers to our product management team. And so this is my invitation. If you're watching this, always reach out to me. If you have any sort of feedback or questions, next experience related, you want to reach out to me via email, LinkedIn, Twitter, SNDev, Slack. Like, I'm happy to talk to anybody about anything next experience related, or really ServiceNow development related overall. This has been a real treat to serve the developer community for the last 2 years. I am excited about this new role. I've never been able to really focus on one product, and I'm excited to really focus on next experience and try to make it successful. So Thank you to everybody watching. Thanks for putting up with me for the last couple of years. And thank you to Earl and Chuck and Andrew, who has been watching for part of this at least. Andrew is also incredible and somebody that I get to work with fairly closely also. So thanks, everybody.
To Brad.
To Brad.
Something.
Yeah, Mark's pointing out that Chuck, you had your arm up that entire time.
Yeah, it was getting there. Good thing tequila is light.
We love you, Brad.
Thanks.
We have some stuff in the chat. We'll flash on the screen. And now we can actually go back to
the answers.
the answers. Yes. Let's get back onto the screen. All right. I just love inserting Brad's face into all my slides.
I know.
All right, so the first thing we're going to start with are our folks that scored less than 10 points. So good job, Andrew. I know you got to the stream late, so you had to guess on a lot of the questions, but good job getting 3 points. Someone typed in my name, and I'm going to guess it's one of the MVPs. And so I put in imposter. So,
you got 3 points out of that?
Yeah, someone impersonated Earl. Right.
I'll be honest, I impersonated Earl and try to get every question wrong. So the fact that you scored a 3 is a real fail on my part.
I knew that was you, Brad, you jerk.
We don't know who it was, but Brad, you sure failed.
It was me. I tried to get a 0 as Earl, and it did not work. And I feel like I should.
Someone submitted at the very beginning of the episode, submitted randomly and got 7.
Nice.
My test one of all answering C got 8 points.
Artificial intelligence got 9.
Going to 11 to 15 points. One of our viewers, Kirk, got 11 points. Nick and Sam both got 12 points, which tied our MVP Ashutosh.
Ooh.
Oh, this is great. Yeah.
13 was Nia, tied with Drew and Phil. And then rounding out this group, Pranav, you got 15, so good job. But the MVP that won is Ishan with a score of 17, but then everyone was still beat by Lisa, who had 18.
Oh, okay. Which means there's still one question that was incorrect. Should we go through the questions?
Yeah, sure.
Isn't Nia? You said Nia, but Nia's an MVP as well. She's just not on the show.
Who?
Viewers that scored.
Oh, Nia, yeah.
She is an MVP. She had to duck out early, I think, but she. Am I right on that? I don't know if I should go on mute.
What?
I could just shout out Nia. She's an MVP. You said Nia as a viewer, but she's.
Oh, Nia as in a viewer, as in on the show.
Yeah.
Not in the queue. Sorry, Nia is an MVP.
No worries.
Yes.
Just wanted to shout Nia out. That's all.
Good call. I only set true for the people that were in the chat room.
All right, let's go through and see what the right answers actually were.
All right, give me one.
Bring us to the top.
Sure, let me reset the slide.
And we'll call it a game. So what was the date of the... No, don't read that. What was the date of the Tech Now episode?
Third.
Come on, MVPs.
Third. Definitely
February
it's
3rd. You are correct. It was D.
It's on my calendar. I would have not gotten that correct.
Which, there's a typo. Which, if the following, is not a new San Diego feature in Flow Designer.
Error handler.
Error handler.
Error handler is not new in San Diego. That was a Rome feature.
Question
In
3.
San Diego, ATF now includes which feature to pause a test at any step?
Breakpoint. Drink.
I'm out of alcohol, so I can't take a drink, but you're all welcome. You are correct. It is A, breakpoint. Question 4. In order to debug an ATF test, what UI action has been added?
Debug test.
Debug test is correct. B. Which San Diego feature allows you to run an order guide in a prescribed flow?
Catalog, C. Catalog
Order guide sequencing.
C.
Order guide
Catalog
sequencing.
order guide sequencing. And there's the answer right there. Catalog order guide sequencing uses which existing platform technology?
PAD, Performance Automation Designer.
That is, I think,
pad.
process automation.
Process
we-
automation.
Should we let Lisa answer this
C.
one? I don't know if she knows anything
It's
about it.
Yeah,
pad.
she did it.
It's
She did
pad.
it.
It's
She knows
pad.
it.
It's pad. She's right.
This is the giveaway. The correct answer would have been B.
Oh, it was just the date she got wrong. Otherwise, she would have had all of them right.
Oh.
Which of the following integration types is new to Integration Hub Import?
Excel
D.
files.
Excel files. D. Absolutely. Data sources was new last time around. OpenID Connect has been added for which service?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Meta.
Facebook is correct.
RP.
What do you use if you have no direct APIs?
RP Hub.
RPA.
RP.
RPA Hub.
Robots.
Robots.
Now Experience has been officially rebranded and named as.
That's next experience.
Next experience.
Wow, I'm
Yes.
surprised I didn't do that while we were reading the questions. Which demo account now has a Twitter account?
Able tutor.
Hubble.
Tutor.
A Hubble Tutor, right?
Can we? Are we
How
ever
many
going
followers?
to talk about
How many followers has Arbel got on Twitter now?
What was that?
It
How many
jumped up pretty
followers?
quick.
Dude, I think-
Four,
I think that
about
account has
400
more-
right now. I think he's got 400 followers.
Dude, that thing has more followers than I do.
You gotta be more relevant, Earl. Come on.
Jeez, thanks, Brad. Jeez.
Which ATF feature allows you to examine records after the last step, but before the test is finalized?
Pause before rollback.
I don't
Pause
know.
before rollback. It is A.
Hey, okay.
Which?
Which feature of App Engine Studio enables you to create new templates?
Template
Template
offering.
authoring.
Designer. Designer.
I'm Mark B. I don't know. I don't remember the name.
C. Template
It's template
authoring.
authoring. Yeah.
It's not D. I
Template
know that.
authoring. I like that one because it was just too easy to mess up. Which of the following can you do in the new form builder?
Love.
Oh,
I'm
A,
on
B, C, and D.
It's all of the above. You can do reference qualifiers, dot walking, and embedded lists with the new form builder. Who was the guest product manager that showed us Decision Builder?
Julia.
Julia is absolutely correct.
All great PMs though.
Yes, wonderful people. Okay, what's the new pseudo component that lets you do things multiple times?
Repeater.
Repeater.
I get to answer.
Repeater. Thanks, Brad.
That's my thing.
Can you say it again?
What's
Haha.
it was repeater.
Repeater.
It was repeater.
Repeater.
Item
repeater.
dot value. Item
It was
dot
repeater.
value. Remember,
Get
item
value.
dot value.
Get value.
It was repeater.
What's our new JSON thingy called?
Jason editor. Editor. D.
D. Jason Editor, not
Editor,
Jason
yeah.
McKee.
That is the live coding happy hour edition though. Let's remember that.
I swear I want him to get a name badge at Knowledge sometime that says Jason McKee.
Jason.
Well,
When
mine
an
would be
ATF
URL.
test is paused, how long do you have before it starts running again?
10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes.
C.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
That's why I answered that thinking that it can't be 10 minutes. And I was
I'm
wrong.
still looking to see if there's a property for that. I don't know. I suspect there is, but okay. What's the system property? Speaking of properties, what's the system property to enable or disable this thing on a system-wide basis?
Polaris experience.
B.
It is B. Glide.ui.polaris.experience. I totally guessed on 19.
This, this was actually explained by Lisa and Ashley in their video. I think Creator Box. I don't know,
Yeah.
but I saw their video.
There we go. Good job, everybody.
Yeah.
That was fun. Now we can start working on Tokyo.
When is the Delta exams going to start? Is it,
I
that was
just watched some
good prep.
Tokyo demos this morning. So
Good prep for the Deltas.
Was that fun?
Safe
Was
hours,
that, was that entertaining to people?
I hope so.
If you like that, come to CreatorCon. There's going to be more of that sort of thing.
Oh my goodness, yes. There's more of this kind of stuff. There's Jeopardy in every location. There's going to be karaoke in every location. We've got live coding happy hour where you'll find Brad and Earl in The Hague in Las Vegas. We've got Build with Chuck where you find me, obviously, in New York and Sydney. We've got, what am I missing? Hands-on labs.
Jeopardy,
Swag
karaoke.
Sessions.
Swag Swap, that's right.
Oh,
Swag
yes,
swap.
the Swap Fest. If you've got swag to swap, that's getting really weird to say. You may have
Swap
something
this.
left over from an old knowledge. You may have something that you've made. I know people that have done like 3D printer things. They'll give out keychains. One person, this was inspired by something that we did a couple of months ago at a totally different event. One lady brought chocolates. Like, okay, they were in the style of the event that we were at. So it doesn't matter. And you don't have to have something to get something. You probably end up getting a handful of somethings anyway. So looking forward to seeing everybody at these events, whether it is in EMEA or the US or APJ. Looking forward to seeing you there.
And if you see any of us at those events, please stop and say hello to us.
And get a selfie.
Like, stop us. Like, if you want to take a selfie, that's fine. But just stop and say hi. We want to meet as many people as possible. So you're never going to be interrupting us or you know.
Well, unless we're in the men's room, then I don't want to shake your hand there.
Wait till we're wiping our hands and say hi.
I get to play the ignorant American and not pretend to not know the etiquette when we're in a.
I think we're done. That's the bottom of the hour. I've had a lot of fun.
You think we are.
It was a good time. Let's do this again next season. So just a reminder, this is the end of our San Diego content, but the rest of it is at that link on the bottom. And that concludes, we're going to be doing this in seasons now by the release. We'll still be putting out content. We'll get some blogs. In fact, we've got a lady coding happy hour planned for next Friday, which gives you an idea what it's about. And we are working on some other seasonal content, but we're really focusing now on getting CreatorCon across the finish line and meeting you all there. Then take a breather, and we're going to be ramping things back up in June and July. And then August 4th, that may be the answer to the next trivia question, is when the next Tech Now is planned for the Tokyo early availability. So blink twice and we're there.
We did have a quick question. Is there a way to attend the knowledge events virtually?
Yes, we do have the digital experience coming. We've been recording a lot of the breakout sessions and hands-on labs. So those will be available similar to how they have been for the last couple of years. You go to knowledge.servicenow.com. I believe the hands-on labs will be through Now Learning somehow. I haven't figured out quite what the mechanics are this time around. But
it'll be the same as it has been in years past.
Yeah.
Anything CreatorCon related should be available digitally before the conferences actually start. And the knowledge stuff, I think they're going to record on site and make them available later. So
That's
you're not going to miss out. If there's something you really want to see, you should be able to do it.
I had a question. Somebody asked me a question I forgot. Is there a hackathon this year for Knowledge CreatorCon? Because obviously we've got like these local events, but is there a hackathon? What's happening hackathon-wise with CreatorCon?
I was not a spring hackathon. There may be a fall hackathon with the fall knowledge events, but that's Earl's in charge of that. Ask him.
There might be a summer one for meetups / online virtual, and then there likely will be one for the falls.
When you say seasons though, do you mean what? Whose season is it? Because if you're upside down,
that's fair.
Our seasons are going by. Oh, I see what you're saying. The
Q4.
The other one.
Yeah.
I'm being. And don't forget, there are meetups as well. devlink.sn/meetup is where you can go and find a local chapter, get involved. A lot of the chapters are starting to do in-person meetups again too.
Yeah.
Yes, and Snugs.
If you are a leader of any of those meetups and you want to have us drop by or show up or attend virtually, let us know.
Yeah, or if you want a next experience presentation, I'm in.
Yeah, a lot of the product managers go to these things too.
Yay.
Are we going to have Now at Work also this year?
It's going to be knowledge, but yeah,
Similar kind of thing, but we're
Mythology.
just branding it all knowledge now.
we can't say any specifics about it, but there will be more of them in the Q4.
I think I'm gonna, now that we're at the end of the season, I'm gonna ceremoniously.
Oh, he turned off like the Olympic
Can you
torch
make
going
it
out.
slowly dissolve? Play some
Yay!
music.
Thanks everyone. Thanks everyone.
Thanks
I'm
everyone.
so warm. I am
Stay
so
safe.
warm.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
It's
Bye
over.
everybody. Oh, hold on.